from Genshin, but we are back because it is time to do the tomorrow we will be doing Riceley story quests, but tonight is an absolutely crucial night to do the event because the entire event is out. And Riceley's story quest and banner is out tomorrow. So now is the perfect time for me to do the entire event and then do Riceley's story quest tomorrow. And God, that's enough of me ranting. Oh God, it's updating. It's updating really fast. Hello? Oh God, Genshin's not even handling me anymore. What was I saying? My dog is crying for some reason. Hello? Oh my God, this is so awkward. Why is it taking so long? I just want to get to the event already. I literally should have done all of this before I went live. Oh well. I'm about to switch to PS5 at this point. I already have most of the PS5 version downloaded. I just have to update it. You know, I did say I was actually considering playing on PS5 today. But no, I was like, you know, I'll just run the PC version. It's gonna be fine. I'm in disbelief. It should not take this long to load up file integrity. That's how you know I've not logged into Genshin in a while. It's because of this nonsense. I'll consider it tomorrow for Riceley's story quest, but this update thing shouldn't be. Actually, no, this is definitely gonna be a thing tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Come on, I want to start by 7:30. Ugh. I feel like such a clown for going live while doing this. I'm so sorry. I don't got much to say. I just have not been playing Genshin ever since Neuvillette story quest and the patch Archon Quest came out 3 weeks ago. I just log out and do other things. This event should be around for the rest of the patch though, from what I understand. So it's gonna have lots of primo gems, I'm sure. Luckily, I'm one roll away from getting Riceley, so I'll be fine. In fact, I'm gonna be so fine that I feel confident to roll on the weapon banner. Genshin, I'm on my knees begging you, just load. Holy cow. Bruh. It's not OBS dropping those frames, by the way. That is Genshin literally just losing frames, trying to boot itself up. I'm gonna need like a 4090. No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna. Y'all think I got the money for a 4090? Hello? Are we gonna actually play the game now? Are we?
Apparently, Mondstadt and Lee.
Yes, Paimon. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Apparently, Mondstadt and Leeway are having an event together. Let's ask around, and I keep skipping Paimon's dialogue. So yeah, I skipped pretty much every single event you could think of that happened in the past few weeks. I should do this before Riceley gets his rerun. I need those gems. But yeah, anything you think I skipped, I definitely have skipped. So let us just check out this event finally. In the Stone Gate, people pass to and fro beneath the Stone Gate, and the scent of dandelion white drifts in the air alongside laughter and cheer. The wending water and wafting winds grieve the start of a poetic adventure with friends. Yes, this is English Paimon. Look at all of my garbage. Oh my god, I have so many quests. Actually, no, my quest menu is pretty clean. Because I know people with a lot worse quest menus. I think I'm actually prepared. One of these days, I will get off my butt and do my world quests.
Oh, got it! Want you in! Come on, let's go!
Do I have gems? Oh, it's Xinyan's birthday? We love Xinyan. Oh my gosh. And I got an achievement for evil gems I never redeemed. God, look at all of these exclamation mark garbage just sitting around here. There we go. Okay, now we can actually get started with the event story without any interruptions, I promise. It has been such...
What's the occasion this time?
It has been such a long time.
Do I spy a traveler and a Paimon?
It has been such a long time since we've been in Wangshu. It feels so great to be here. What are the odds of these two? Oh gosh. These two specifically, they are such gremlins. So I know this is just going to be pure chaos. Never a dull moment with you two, that's for sure.
I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or
you know,
something
one thing I
delicious?
forget is that Wihtout actually does a lot of poetry. In fact, she like competes with Xingqiu.
Company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tour around Tibet, making 4 friends here and 5 more there.
Isn't Wihtout
often at
having a
6s
rerun
and
right now?
7s
I
as
think
they
she
brave
is.
The lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures. They clearly must have 9 lives.
Is she counting up to 9
Let's
with a
hope they have
poem?
less than 10 deaths.
What the? It just gets worse and worse.
That was the most morbid
Shortly,
poem
you may
I think I
attend a
ever
grand
heard.
banquet at Stonegate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4
She's
corners
counting
of the world. So
down.
in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about?
I'm gonna say the wrong option. No, I'm not. A poetry festival.
It's a poetry gala, and Mondstadt and Liyue are hosting it together. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Who here during the Lantern Rite?
Venti,
something
that
about
lantern
writing
ride
poetry
was like
together?
6 months ago.
That's right.
7 months ago
At the
now. I
dinner
don't
table
remember
that night,
Jack.
I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit. And now, I've finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing,
Eventually.
I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nation's Congenial Poetry Gala.
Bit of a weird name.
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun.
We
And
used
a
to
great
have
chance for people
Mondstadt
from
and
both
Liyue
places to
events
get to know one
all
another.
the time
Wihtout and I will
early
be the
on in
co-hosts for
Genshin's
this
life
poetry gala.
cycle.
Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Sure, I guess. I'm
you'll
gonna
be
be honest, y'all. I am
amazing.
not a
Remember that
poet
time
at
in
all.
Liyue
Like,
when
I'm just
Paimon
like
gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never turn.
Monkey.
You came up with the second half right away.
But the sea of clouds always return.
Looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
All right, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or 2. You guessed it so
That sounds so
effortlessly,
mean the way she
but
says. She'd be like, "Oh, you got
you
a
still guessed it
wrinkle.
wrong.
Huh?
You got a little
Wait,
brain
Paimon
wrinkle.
guessed
You're
wrong?
getting a little
We
smarter."
came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you, I'm not going.
He's a very special guest. Are you kidding me?
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere
always
you're
that
cultivating
karma,
is
going
precisely
back
the
to
kind
that.
which I must avoid, as you well know.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right?
I love the
We all
contrast
start
between
from
Xiao and
itsy
Wihtao's
bitsy
personality.
spider, but give
And
it
then
a
you have
shot,
Ganyu in
and
the corner who's
you'll
just
be
like,
wandering lonely as a
"Wee, wee, wee,
cloud
wee, wee."
in no time. And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop. And,
I mean,
cheer us
to be
on.
fair, if we're gonna
But
be
at
there, I
least
think
head
he
down
will
and
do
take a
that.
look first. It's right by the inn, and
Just
there's plenty of
saying.
fun activities to get involved with. It can't hurt to take a quick walk and check things out.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
Yeah, I definitely know he would never say no to the traveler. As much as he
I'll
would want to.
consider it.
Just fart it away.
It's nearly time.
Anyway,
Why don't you all head to the venue
Shao
and take a look
enjoyers,
around?
I'm sure, are
I
having a
feel
very
your
good
friends
time
should
with
have
this
arrived
event,
by
and I
now.
hope the same.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Just let Ether talk to him. He'll be very convinced super quickly. We can just call out his name right now. He'll show up. Waterborne Poetry Part 1, Congenial Gathering.
How about that for an opening?
Yes, I like it. But if we could give it a bit more oomph, it would be even better. I think we should lead with a bang, dip into a slippity slide,
How do you...
then whoosh into a
This is the most ridiculous way to describe a poem.
Got it?
Got it. Completely understood.
I guess I can get it. Like, poetry isn't exactly like music, but it shares a rhythm that is a concept you need to understand for music also. It's a kind of
Wow, it's
a
so
bit
lively. Didn't think there'd be so
sketchy,
many people here
but-
already.
Y'all, this is so funny. I used to farm artifacts. So back in early Genshin days, you actually had to farm artifacts to like pick up off the ground to get decent artifact EXP. This is before people had the teapot really well built.
And
I'm
a
talking
lot
about
of them are familiar
this is basically
faces.
before the teapot
What's
even
going on?
existed. I see Xingqiu, I see Chongyun, my favorite little ones.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
I don't know if I'm talented. I'm gonna be honest on that one, Chief.
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Accosted. I don't know if he
How
necessarily.
your words wound me.
Actually, no,
Is it
he
not
probably
the
did accost you.
responsibility of an exorcist
Actually,
of
that is
Liyue
believable.
to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Who are you talking about? Noelle? Oh, yeah, Noelle. I was like, nobody in Mondstadt were able to do that except
Since
for
you are
Noelle.
so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Okay, fine.
She's a not
But
honorary
don't
knight.
forget to help me
I
with my
think.
investigation
Actually,
like you
no,
promised.
I don't even think they
That's
can
the
call
only
her an
reason I
honorary
agreed to come
knight.
at all.
That's so
What
sad.
investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax,
My
dear
friends are
Paimon.
my
All will be
power.
revealed in time.
Okay.
I am overjoyed at these two. Let me hear it. Let me see just do more
Are
dialogue.
you sure that wasn't really an evil spirit?
Open your mind to all possibilities.
What if
and I'm
Chongyun
sure
and
you will
Xiao
find
run
the
into
answer.
each other?
I suppose that's true.
I feel like that
Hey,
would be
wait a
like an
second.
explosion.
You're not planning on telling everyone here, are you?
It's been so long since we've been in Liyue, y'all. Hello? Diona. Oh lord, it's Diona. I'm always like this every single time she shows up for a cutscene. I'm just like,
I didn't expect to see you here.
hello,
Did you see the
Diona.
next drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the
I feel like
Cat's
one of those
Tale, and
southern
also here as
moms
an
where I'm like,
mixologist
oh, is
representing
that
the
so?
Mondstadt
Bless
wine
your
industry.
heart. Bless your
You're
heart.
Representing Mondstadt's wine industry?
Mondstadt's wine
Ooh, you
industry.
must
Oh,
be
and you
eating
hate
every
wine
minute of
too.
it.
Oh,
Of
dear.
course I
Bless your
hate it.
heart.
But it's also a perfect chance to destroy
Gosh.
the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business once and for all. Opportunities like this don't
Are
come
you gonna
around every day,
sabotage?
Huh? How do you figure that?
Oh my.
All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable. Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again. Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result. Just you wait. I ain't about to mess this up.
Good luck, I guess.
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too?
Or maybe is it bad luck you would
Poetry?
want? I don't know.
I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before, but I've never tried writing any myself. You should join in. It'll be fun. Fine, if I have time.
I'm sure it'll be just fine. Also, somebody is blowing up my phone. One moment. Get rid of this. Okay. Who else? Wait, can we talk to Jochin? Oh my gosh, not you.
Now, should I try adding loach pearls or horse tails next?
Ew, into the
Oh,
wine?
wait. Since we're in Liyue, I should add some Jueyun chilies.
That's a very Mexican thing to add chilies to wine. Not necessarily, I don't know if it's necessarily Chinese, but... Wow, they didn't even bother adding voice acting for that guy. Really great oh, it's Mika. Y'all, I still don't have Mika. That's all Mika.
It's the Traveler in Paimon.
Are
Are you here for the neighboring nation's
I've gotten to
Congenial
the point where I'm
poetry
like, I
gala
have
as well?
so many characters.
You said that with a straight face?
I won't get
I'm
them
the
all.
only one who thinks it
Oh
sounds
my
weird?
gosh. I'm yawning like nobody's business. Are you here as Mondstadt's representatives?
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that. We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help
The
maintain
Knights
order
of
and set up the venue.
Saros. Oh my gosh, I make that
But-
joke every single time.
I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself.
Yeah. Oh my
She's
gosh.
a true knight.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected
No,
the
no,
venue,
you were
drew
much
up the
more of a
layout,
knight
and so
than this
on.
kid.
Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If anything, I should be addressing you as Sir.
What? No. Please don't. Just keep calling me Mika.
Why does it feel like these two could keep this up all day?
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
The important thing is just to participate.
Plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too. The Traveler's a really good writer, you know.
Really? In that case, we'll try our best too.
Perhaps the challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage that all who wish to qualify as a knight must eventually face.
Paimon wouldn't go that far. But anyway, no backing out now. See you soon.
Sure, maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
We'll write together? No, I got really bad news, y'all.
What do you
Y'all
think
don't
the
want me
key
to
to a
write
good
with
poem
you.
is,
Y'all
Mika?
really don't want me to
Do
write
you
with
have
you.
any idea?
Huh?
Like, really? I don't think it's a smart idea at all.
I'm not too sure either. If I'd known we'd be doing this sooner, I would have asked Miss Lisa to recommend some books on the
Excuse me.
topic.
One day I'm going to wake up and we're gonna be so good. I'm always like this whenever I stream events. I'll start yawning for like the first half hour. The sudden gust of wind forces
Poems
everyone
and
to briefly
melodies
shut their
wandering the
eyes.
wind,
Oh,
wafting to
Venti, he made a
pastures
secret
beyond their home.
entrance.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Finches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
They're just describing
Welcome,
like
one and all,
a
to this
natural,
festival
normal
of poetry,
forest scene.
jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's Congenial Poetry Gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Wihtout.
Of the darkest alleys.
And
Wait a minute.
Mondstadt's
I thought you were a
liquor-loving
normal
lyricist,
funeral
Venti the
business
Bard.
there.
The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd
Yes.
also like to reassure everyone that this event
oh my gosh,
welcomes
I'm trying to
people
rhyme
of
with
all
her.
skill levels, from
I
first-time
can't even
rhymers to
rhyme.
seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words, just right from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days.
Oh, just like how the event is
Let's
split
get
up into
right
3
to
different
it.
parts.
The first theme
Okay.
is Riddle Me This.
Y'all want me to do poetry
Solving
and
riddles, huh?
riddles. I
Interesting.
am going to
It's
fail
actually a
so
pretty
bad.
good
I'm going to
choice
make
for a
myself look like a
warm-up activity.
buffoon. More than I already
Glad you're not
do.
making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's Congenial Poetry Gala has officially begun.
Okay. Tell me the riddle. As long as I don't have to make any poetry, I think we'll be okay.
That was a good little opening ceremony, wasn't it? Even if I do say so myself.
Sure, you spoony bard. What about you, Wihtout?
We couldn't cajole Adeptus Shao in the end. He
What?
said he'd take a peek from the peaks, but
It's
that was all
okay.
he'd
Just
agreed
let
to.
the traveler
It's a
yell
real
out his
shame.
name,
I had
and
the
it
perfect
will
poem
be
for
all
his
fine.
entrance and everything.
For his entrance? Oh, I'm sure that he'll show up at some point for you to talk about it. Here? Why is it up there?
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern.
Oh,
Tender
there's supposed to
sigh
be
for
words on
home.
there?
How far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why. For a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just
Really?
read that one too.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
Liyue's poems seem pretty
I wouldn't be able
difficult
to
to
tell at
grasp.
all. How would it be? How's the Liyue
Dreams?
poem?
Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
So it
I was thinking
means
about a
something
dandelion.
Like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
Well, I guess it could be a bird in migration.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing, really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of
Ooh.
dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But
Wait,
maybe
was
we're
I
missing
right?
something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think,
I
Traveler?
can't think of anything. I actually have to go with Dandelion.
Great.
Wait, was I
Then
actually
we'll have one
right?
answer ready to go when the game begins.
Oh my god, was I actually right? Even though I was barely paying attention?
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
See, I still got it, y'all.
Well, no
I
matter
used to
what
be
the
such a
real
good
answer is,
lore player for
it's all part
Genshin.
of the
I still
fun.
got it.
Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes. I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
View the secondary poetry. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, we gotta use my brain more. Okay, I am going in overdrive.
Oh, this
Who
handwriting
wrote
is
this?
just
Oh, this is probably
awful.
Venti.
I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned
The way
and
Paimon's
carefully baked.
reading this.
I pass through the lips one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind. Oh,
So it's
wow,
some type of
Paimon's
food
ruined from
that's
that one.
4
Is
corners?
there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that.
Oh, Paimon.
A
You have to look past the
sandwich?
surface level meaning with
Are we
riddles,
talking
or
about
you'll
some
fail
type
to
of
plumb their depths.
sandwich?
Huh? So
Like,
you
that's
got
the one
any
thing I immediately think of when it has 4 corners.
Well.
Singcho just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Xingqiu!
Oh, so this is Xingqiu's
Your writing is
riddle.
awful!
You know, Paimon was expecting
Actually,
me
I
to write
forget it. I
something
think
a
his
little
writing
more
actually is supposed to be awful.
elegant.
Like his handwriting.
This festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding.
I'm pretty
With
sure you're
so many
writing about a
friends from Mondstadt
sandwich.
present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
But
Hey,
nobody
not
can read it.
bad. So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the sly, or...?
Sure.
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Meanie.
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will. We'll see who stumps who. Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
Sure. Gladly.
At least you're nice to Paimon.
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
Prepare to get stumped.
Wah. I'm pretty sure it's about a sandwich. I have 4 corners like a square pancake. I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. Or could it be some type of... What's stuffed and 4 cornered? I don't know. Let's go to the next one. I need to stop thinking so hard.
Paimon said she'd write a riddle. Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink
4
not a
long
sip.
legs.
With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest.
You mean a chair?
Is this talking about some kind of animal?
No, it's talking about a chair. The answer needs to be some other kind of object.
It's a chair.
Yeah, I was about to. Bruh. Okay, I got 2 out of
How did you
3.
guess it so
Not bad.
quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working
The second
all
one
the
was
time.
tricky, but of
So
course
they
it is because of
shouldn't use them to
Xingqiu.
sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you,
Yep.
Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know
No,
the
don't
answer?
say the answer.
No need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's
Leah,
time to carry on with
hello.
the event. We should regroup
I hope
with the
you're
others.
enjoying the new Genshin.
Sure,
Actually, it's not
hello.
even a new patch. This patch actually feels like it's been lasting for a really long time. It might have to do with the fact that I've been ignoring a lot of the events. Oh Lord, here we go.
Hey,
We're actually gonna be
looks like
fighting for our
everyone's about
lives
done
here.
mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way.
Wait, that lady on the
Venti
left
and I
looks
have
like she
selected
belongs in that
several
one
riddles from
Subaru
everyone's
event.
contributions, and we added a
Like
few
one of
our
those
own to the
Hydro
mix for good measure.
Idolins.
Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember
Yeah,
that you
yeah, the
have
lady
to announce
up above
the
my
correct
head here, she
answer
looks
at
like a
the end.
Hydro Idolin.
Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
Totally fair.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right.
Oh no,
Now,
that means
if there are
Paimon's
no
gonna
more
be. We're gonna get no
questions,
points
it's
because of
time to reveal
Paimon.
the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh. That means I have to be first.
Yes,
to
you have to
my
raise your
hand.
hand, you kid.
Choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here.
Oh, is this
Ugh.
Sigchu's?
This riddle is
The way she voiced it.
unique,
Oh, no.
especially the handwriting. I have four corners, like a square pancake. but
She's having a
I'm
worse time reading this than
stuffed and
Paimon, actually.
seasoned and carefully baked. I passed
Baked.
through the chips.
She is
lips,
fighting for her life
one
reading
piece
this.
at a time. The more you consume, the broader your
Is this actually a sandwich?
mind.
I feel like this has to be a sandwich.
Choose.
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to
It's
it.
a sandwich.
Oh, brat.
No, it's not pizza. It's not
The
pizza,
answer is pizza.
Paimon.
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this
It's
answer
a
wrong.
sandwich.
And now does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not? Like mora meat?
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it easier to face problems that need solving.
Need solving.
Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this.
This is so silly.
Some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to
Wait,
be
is it a
something that makes
book?
people more intelligent.
I just realized it's a book. It's Xingqiu we're talking about. It's
If
definitely
Paimon
a
had
book.
known it was gonna be this tough,
Right?
she'd have read
Because
more
books can be
in her
seasoned.
time.
It's a book. Oh my god.
What is it? Have you read it?
Oh, I just realized at the last second it has to be a book. They're square and they got a lot of big words baked into them. Every big word that passes through your lips here as you read out makes you smarter.
Gotcha!
Oh my god.
The answer is bugs!
She sounds so confident saying that.
That was quicker than I expected.
That was
quite
probably
proud
the
of that
hardest
one.
riddle out of all of them.
It appears the riddle writer has announced the
I love
answer.
how I thought it was sandwich,
Okay.
but the moment that
1
Noelle
point
was
to
like, it's
Paimon.
definitely not food, I had to think of something else.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not
Hello.
get that?
I can't read.
Come
I
on,
can't read
Yuka.
this because this name is awful to read in dark mode. Andres, hello.
We're awesome at this!
Ahem.
Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
Riddle number 2.
I
Wait, which
gotta
one
get
is
into
this
first
one?
this time.
We gotta know.
High
We're here to
above the
win.
wispy clouds, amidst the
Oh, this is the
gloomy,
dandelion.
snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage.
Wait,
beneath
I don't think we've
every
heard this
lowly
one.
sage. Looks like a poem from Leela.
Something that's high up. Is it a tree? Is it some type of plant? Is it a mountain peak?
Oh, it's
I got it!
Oh no, not the two shy people.
Looks like those two have some ideas.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high
Is
places?
it Qingshin? It might actually be Qingshin.
Maybe
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from
Just
Mondstadt
rock,
here.
paper, scissors it out.
No, how
Oh
could
my
I?
gosh.
It was you
This
who
is
thought
what
of it
happens when
first.
two introverts try to
You
talk
should
to
be
each
the one
other.
to guess.
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides,
Oh, no.
it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
That would be so funny.
Oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit. So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Let's.
Cecilia!
Cecilia? What?
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. Cecilia is held by
I completely
many
forgot about
Mondstadters to be
Cecilia
the
flowers.
true
Those are
wind bloom.
albedos flowers, by the way.
Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to
Yeah,
announce
I
the
don't
answer,
think it was
this
that at all. I actually
probably
think it might
wasn't
be
the answer they were
Qingshan.
looking for.
I
Sorry.
actually think it could be
Any other
Qingshan.
answers?
I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
That's the only plant I can think of anyway. Maybe
Is the
Qingshan.
answer Qingshan? The poem does evoke
Oh my
a strong sense
God,
of
me
quiet,
knowing my
proud solitude
Genshin
in a high
lore?
place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Jingxin is the right answer.
She looks so much like a Hydro idol and it's scary.
Shinjo got it before Paimon could. However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high. So,
Heaven
I'd
on
like
high?
to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Doesn't that mean they were the
Thank you
ones
so
who actually got it
much.
right?
Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees,
Oh,
all three
never mind.
contestants
Everybody
earn a
gets
point
points
each.
except for us. I hate it here.
Darn it, Shinjo's
We
got
have
it
to
Paimon
win.
already.
It's just one measly point.
You're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh?
Who
Why
wrote
is
this?
the
Oh, is this
handwriting
Paimon's
so
riddle?
Floaty.
This is Paimon's
What's
riddle.
got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So
Not-
full of mora,
Wihtout's
it
voice
comes out
actors
the
had too
nose,
much fun
but
doing
in the
this.
sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
That's Paimon's. They picked Paimon's riddle. Yay!
Is it Paimon? It has to be Paimon. They have no... do y'all know the answer?
Why isn't anyone guessing?
I think it's too
Paimon's riddle
easy.
too hard?
It's too easy.
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
What? No way! Well, go on then.
It's
Tell us
so
the answer
silly.
if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
Yeah. Huh. Is
what?
that gonna even count?
It's Paimon.
Of course it's
I was
Paimon.
actually gonna say Paimon too.
Yeah.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
Glug, glug, glug.
Glug.
Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again?
Think about it for a moment.
No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the
The
Jade
Jade Chamber!
You
Oh my
know,
gosh,
the
not her
Jade Chamber that's always
scamming.
flying up there in the sky.
Just trying to make sure nobody
Is
gets
that
any
so?
points.
I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aww.
Aw, do you mean it?
That's so
Can
sweet.
we really add that part?
I'm gonna say the first option.
You think so cute? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon!
Surely she's very widely adored.
Great! And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter.
Just a teeny tiny
Didn't
bit.
Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it.
I'm absolutely screaming at the silliness of that cutscene. Isn't there one more riddle? What about the chair?
Hey, you two!
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
Ting-Chu is the winner.
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
What is the prize?
Seriously? Wow, what is it?
What?
A most generous donation by
Oh
yours
no, she makes me
truly
so scared.
As director of the
Is it a
Wang
corpse?
Funeral Parlor, namely a buy one
No,
get
no,
one
no,
free
no,
coupon
not yet,
for
not
our
yet.
high-end customized service
Oh,
package.
no.
It's a pleasant surprise to learn.
Buy one,
you're
get
so
one free?
interested in Paimon.
No,
Nope, no thank you,
pass.
hard pass, you can keep it.
Ether looks
Are
so
you sure?
smug.
In
He's
that case,
like,
I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there.
oh my
With
god.
any luck, we'll still show up even if you're unable to call.
I'm definitely
So,
not gonna. How
to
are we
what do we
supposed
owe
to
the
call
honor,
you if we're gonna
Paimon?
be dead on the ground?
What do you mean we? Chanyun's the
Oh
one
my
Paimon's
gosh, I
looking
never
for,
get tired
not
of
you.
Wihtout's humor.
Wasn't he saying something about needing help?
Oh, yeah. That.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Huh? Isn't the competition over?
'Twas
Oh
like a
no,
demon,
you're gonna make me
not
use my
demonic,
brain.
or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
What? Huh?
Sounds to me like
It's
you
something not
encountered
there.
a ghastly little
Like a-
ghosty in the
A
wild.
ghost?
Perhaps I should just explain it.
What?
Basically, while
what
I was
in the
training this morning,
phasmophobia
I
are you
suddenly
doing?
caught sight of a non-human entity. It was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent.
What?
At first,
is
I
it
thought
a
I'd finally
ghost?
encountered a demon that wasn't repelled by my pure yang spirit, and immediately prepared to exorcise it. But none of my methods had any effect on it, and when I went to try and get a closer look at it and tried to ascertain what I was dealing with, it disappeared
What
into
is
thin
he
air.
looking at? Something
You're
nearly
sure
transparent.
It's not a ghost or spirit of some kind?
Quite sure. I could
Is it
sense
your
that it had a physical
reflection?
body, and if it were a spirit, I'm sure it would
No.
have been scared away long before I saw it. It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it, if it wasn't an evil spirit, maybe I offended some kind of adeptus or illuminated
Oh
beast.
god, the illuminated beast
You
remind me of
shouldn't blame
Star
yourself.
Rail.
It was something you'd never seen before. Anyone else would have reacted the same way. Besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle Chongyun's twisted tail?
Why don't you take a guess first, Wihtout?
Oh, that
No.
means you have.
I love the laughs.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure
Is
it's
it a
not what
ghost?
Liyue would call an
Oh.
evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous.
Then
How
what
about
is
this?
it?
We can incorporate a search element into tomorrow's poetry activity.
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
Close, but no.
But no.
Good ideas could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good rest before tomorrow.
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine.
He's gonna get
stand.
drunk until the morning. Holy cow, y'all, we finally finished part 1. That took over 40 minutes. Oh my god. As usual, in case you're new to the event streams, I don't do the minigames. Because if I actually sat down and did the minigames in between every part, this would take me forever. And I mean literally. Oh, I need to talk to Catherine eventually. But yeah, it would take me forever, and I mean forever, ever, if I actually did the stuff. Anyway, we're moving on to part 2. You take a stroll while taking in the scenery for poetic inspiration. As you share your verses with each other, there seems to be a faint sense of sorrow amidst the joyful laughter. What is going on here? Now, from what I understand, part 2 and part 3 are both way shorter, so we are going to be vibing. Jari, I need you to roast Dallas for me because he's playing Fall Guys.
Wow, everyone got here so early.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's Congenial Poetry Gala is pairing couplets.
Pairing couplets. Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the
don't like
wide
this
world
at all.
around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched,
Two
complementing
lines?
each other both semantically and rhythmically.
No,
In
no,
essence,
no, I
it's
don't
just
want to
like
make
most other
poetry.
forms of poetry.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
By inspiration walk,
Wait,
we simply
Venti said
mean
something different there. He
wandering
said a
around in the
nature
wild,
tour.
taking in the scenery and pocketing
This must be a
any poetic
word with a
thoughts.
lot more meaning in the
Of course,
Chinese
to all our
version.
friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead.
Fully
And if there's any
booked?
more demand,
How many people are
I'll be the
dying?
only
Oh my
one with a smile
god.
on my face.
In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
Are we gonna go look for that ghost? I don't want to
Thanks.
fight a
I'm counting
ghost.
on you.
You gather the team and briefly describe what's really going on.
So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
It could be something dangerous.
Please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a
Y'all,
report to the
excuse
Knights
me.
of Avonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either. Because while we're at it, I can look for new
Oh
cocktail
my,
ingredients
excuse me,
too.
y'all. Ugh, what an awful sneeze.
Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
No need to feel bad.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into two groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Sure.
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
I want to be in a group with Chongyun. Because out of all the people here, I think
Lots?
enjoy Chongyun
What
the
if I end
most.
up with the Liyue crowd? And I
When
can't
I
think
first
of
started
anything to
playing
say
this
to
game,
them?
y'all, the last 4-star I had to
I've
get
got
was
the slips of
Chongyun
paper
for the
here.
longest
Who wants
time.
to go
Like I would
first?
get, I got Diona, I got
Paimon!
Shinyan,
Paimon wants to go
but I
first.
could not for the life of me get Chongyun until the Lantern Rite. It was a struggle. I was fighting for my life.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona,
Oh,
and
but I'm
Chongyun in
stuck
one
with
group,
Chongyun?
and Sincho,
Oh.
Mika, and Noelle in the other.
What a
Y'all, I'm
relief.
sorry. See, I play
At
Diona a
least
lot in
I'll
co-op,
have
but
Noelle
I
with me.
don't.
Then I humbly
cannot
place
stand
myself
her.
at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think...
Does Mika
that won't
not
be...
like Noelle?
I also await your guidance.
Or is he intimidated by her? Let's just take a
Take care,
take a
everyone.
stroll.
See you all tonight.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going. Dun, 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 dun. Come on.
Wow.
I guess
Are
we're
those ears and
going.
tail real? So...
It really makes me wonder why Lynette
Diona?
has
Is there
ears
some
and
place in
tails, and
particular
if
you'd
they're
like to go?
real.
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's go get
Then,
inspired.
everyone, follow me.
He's watching the ether. I wonder if that figure was Shao, actually. Part 2, Tears Among the Leaves. I really wonder if it is Shao.
Enjoy your inspiration walks. I'm
My
looking forward to
gosh.
some splendid poetry tonight.
You know, I think it would make sense because Shao's always with the Traveler because Shao cares a lot for the Traveler. I'm going to ignore these freaking world quests. Give me my gems. Oh, I already did it. Okay. What do you get for doing this event, by the way, y'all? Is it... Oh, you get a weapon. Okay. Is the weapon good? It's a catalyst. Oh, I think this is supposed to be good for Riceley. I think. It looks like it'll be good for him. It's like how that one umbrella sword with the eye on it was supposed to be good for Alhaitham. But instead, Unique was so much of a fan of Alhaitham that he got the lo-fi sword for Alhaitham instead. So, I'm probably gonna do the same thing for Riceley. We'll see. How am I doing on gems? Yeah, it really depends on how lucky I get on the weapon banner. I think I'm super far away from pity. Watch. Oh look, there's nothing here. Let me check the shop. I don't think we can get anything from here. Yeah, I'm poor. We'll be rolling a lot in the shop, don't you worry. And tomorrow I'm gonna do a lot of rolling, and I'm gonna do Riceley's story quest. Get me out of here! My gosh, how far do Liyue enemies
Right over
aggro
there,
you?
next to the water. That's where I saw it.
I just realized
But it was a little foggy
this
at the
has to
time,
be
so
Shao.
I didn't
There's
get a clear
nobody
look.
else who would chill besides Wong
The
Shu
view
in
from
all the
here is
time like Shao
great, But there's
does.
kind of a gloomy
It has
atmosphere
to be
around
him.
here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
I of all people would be able to send Shao.
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
Chongyun is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's
It's a
awful.
very, very good
Have you
thing.
ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
poor guy. Yeah,
Physical
because they all run
constitution
away
is
from
far
him.
rarer than the technique still passed down by
it's
exorcists
Xiao.
today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
What, he's too positive for you?
A friend of yours?
The Traveler and Xiao are much more than friends. Just saying.
An Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before.
Diona's
Oh,
thoughts.
Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Xiao.
So, are you
Why do
here
you
to
always
train
gotta be up
too?
on some cliff
Are you
somewhere,
out for
huh?
an
Why you gotta look
inspirational?
down on us? Is it because you're
When I
short?
heard about the exorcist's encounter,
Poofed over here.
my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really
Wait,
sorry.
so is it not
I
Xiao?
didn't mean to drag
just
even
realized.
the Conqueror of demons into this.
I
What
have
he saw
already
wasn't
patrolled the area
Xiao.
and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that
What
means
did
we
he
came all
run
this way for
into?
nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Wait, don't leave. Don't leave, Ether. Come walk with us.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
Yeah.
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
You gotta stay calm. Your energy. He's doing his little pose he does during his hangout event.
Fine.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe
What is she trying to do? She's
Adept
plotting
I knew
something.
like this.
What are you plotting?
Chongyun as a new member! Yay!
Hooray.
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it.
Mm-hmm.
Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liu very
Jari, are
often,
you listening
so
in? I need you to go into
new
Dallas's
ingredients while
stream
I'm
chat
here.
and say about them.
I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Uh-huh. Julian chilies. I'm not sure that would taste
That's not
good.
gonna end well because he's
Really?
gonna
Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
What are you doing,
Are those
girl?
really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Xiangling would make.
Oh my gosh, we're making poison. That's what we're making right now. She's trying to come up with a really bad drink like she usually does, and then it turns out to be super good. Oh, that's not good. Diona trial.
Shake it and stir it.
Oh, this is her constellation. Okay. New.
Submit for
For judgment.
Swift and merciful.
Swift and merciful. I like that we're playing with all of them. I wanted to keep playing them.
Okay, this should be enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too
Supposedly
much,
she
they get
does.
that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes they just sleep on the floor all night.
Me?
Alcohol is
Actually,
the
no, I
root
hate
of
sleeping
all
on the
kinds of
floor.
evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah, because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't
It's because you
woken up
keep
to the truth of
accidentally
how
making
bad
good what
alcohol
drinks.
is,
Maybe
they
you should
even
just
keep
stop making
praising
them,
my
Diona.
drinks.
Just stop making
Makes
them
me
in general.
furious!
My
But-
gosh, girl.
How is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power.
What?
Maybe an evil spirit.
Are we getting Diona
No.
lore?
I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something
Oh,
else.
what is the other thing?
Something
Is she
rather
cursed?
special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
What? Diona, what
It's
are
ready.
you?
Here, I made one for Xiao too.
He's gonna drink it? He looks nervous.
Oh boy. Look at that color.
They're both about to
Yep.
get... Oh no,
She
we're about to see
definitely
something
added
super
Jueyun
funny here.
chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are
I
you?
know exactly how this is about to go
Don't worry,
down.
There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies.
What
and
in the
finished
Tears of the
with
Kingdom?
frog
She just cute cook.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good.
Don't force yourselves then. What's my mouse doing? There we go. Oh, he drank it. Uh-oh. How are you? Are you okay?
Xiao downed it in a single gulp.
Wow.
Great.
Even I'm not that tolerant.
If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse.
We're about to see Chongyun's other personality here in a couple moments.
Chongyun drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
I don't think so.
This drink is...
What?
Delicious.
Oh, there's
It
his
does have
other
a touch of Jueyun
personality.
chili, but it isn't at all overpowering.
Oh, no,
It's
here he goes.
completely different
Here he
from
goes.
Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing
other
with just a hint
Chongyun.
of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes. Can we talk about the slimes?
Other Chongyun
Before
is
this,
so funny.
I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and
Gosh,
purity
it's
of
been
nature
such a long
distilled
time since
into
we
a
got
cup.
Chongyun
Amazing.
content. I think
Simply
everybody missed
unbelievable.
him.
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime.
What?
Oh, I failed again. But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
He has a little perk.
I'm great, and I gotta try another.
Oh, no.
Diona, if you please, one more.
Chongyun mains must be living their lives right now.
Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine.
It's very
My
funny.
fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar. Xiao? What's wrong?
Yeah, what is wrong?
Look over there.
Oh, is it a ghost? Oh god,
you
it's
mean the leaf?
phasmophobia.
Something's written on it.
Huh?
What? You can see that from over here?
Wow, how good is your
Yeah,
eyesight?
I don't get swept away.
We have to see this. Wait, can I talk to Xiao? Oh, they're all gone. Hoyoverse. Let me talk to Ether's husbando.
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
Oh, Jari! Oh, wait, let me read this. The sky that night blossomed with flowers. The stars that night hummed like bees in search of nectar and dreams. And we, that night, were as new as the dew, under moonlight flowing like silk and honey. Our words sweet as we sat by the spring, but I turned and left you alone. The poem in my heart left unspoken, and since then, the stars do not twinkle, the moon is ice cold, and I hide them neath the water, but your tears fall and find them. Did somebody die?
Sounds like the author is writing
I feel like
about
somebody
the first
died
time they met
after
their
reading
true
that though.
love.
Like I think one of the lovers
Although
is
the following
dead.
lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the other person died.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current.
Her foes raged
This
like
poem would
great
likely have vanished
waters.
into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
One moment, I'm pasting something in my Discord for me to consider later. Okay, sometimes people write poems to simply express themselves. It doesn't matter if anyone else reads
That's
it.
true. I've heard Singcho say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little.
When I was a
So,
little, yeehaw.
That means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
I guess that's
The
reasonable.
ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago. This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Cool! Aw, this is so
Ooh.
romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves! But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at
I
least one of our
guess
leaves will find a path.
so.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream!
How does a tree go upstream, Paimon? Bruh. Get these world quests out of my menu. Okay, oh my gosh, you want me to go all the way up where? Oh my god, they want me to go all the way over here. Imagine if I walked without even noticing that I was supposed to teleport. Get this boar out of my face too. Can't even load it in peace.
Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
I already finished writing it. Amidst the dark fireflies aglow, pebbles unmoved by the stream's flow. If words yet remain and love holds to the last, against the world can the small stand fast. In honeyed moonlight may you once more bask.
Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
Da, 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 da. What's up, Shao? What you thinking about? You think about that poem? The CMT idea getting involved is growing on
Things
you.
you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard.
Oh, he's thinking about all the people he lost.
I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat! Merrily, merrily
I love that
down the
Paimon just completely
stream,
disregarded
life
what
is
Shao
but a
just said.
dream.
We should
Oh,
probably
look
pick
at
up the
those
pace.
two talking
We still have
together.
a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Shouther shippers are winning today.
Ooh!
Look at them smiling.
What's this? You two having a private chat?
Yes, it was supposed to be a private
No,
chat.
it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
I hope so too. Some time ago in a team far, far away. Oh, the other team? So what were they? It was Noelle, Mika, and somebody else. Jingchu.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up
Sure.
camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay, Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance
No,
nearby
y'all are
to
taking
ensure
this too
this area is safe,
intensive.
and see if I can't
We'll
scavenge
be
any firewood or
fine.
food while I'm at
I
it.
cleaned out Leeway a
Wait,
long time ago.
Reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and
He's
plan our route
scouting.
forward. It's the foundation
No,
of
they're not
all
doing an
operations while out in the
expedition.
wild.
No,
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated?
no, this is an
They're acting
expedition.
like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here?
No, you're the sane
In
one.
that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance.
As sane
with
as you
Mika.
can be, anyway.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
Next on the agenda.
So, Singcho, do you,
Oh,
go on inspiration
awkward.
walks often?
I love this
Or,
RP session.
Have fun, you two. I'll have the tent set up soon.
Y'all, I'm really embarrassed. I kind of want to go
Life
get
gets
this
busy.
box.
You have to steal a moment of leisure when you
Okay,
can.
there. I just wanted to really get that box. It
Cool.
was just Geo Sigils.
Oh, over there, firewood.
Do, 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 do. This music makes me think about Ganyu, actually. Because this is her theme. Back in my day when Ganyu had her character demo, that was all we got. We heard her theme and we were like, wow, that's the overworld theme. Yeehaw. Hello? Are we gonna have to beat them up? No, my sword!
Final warning.
Did Mika just do 1 damage? Bruh, I am fighting for my life. I cannot. This is the most jank party.
You had your chance. Now's our chance.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gua. Huh?
Oh, this is my Singchu, isn't it? Good. Better be my Singchu. I love how we just... It's so sad because nobody but the Traveler is aware that we're beating up humans turned into hilly churls. That makes me so sad. Noelle? Noelle? Are you good? Oh.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
Yeah,
You've got
sure.
quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest,
Oh,
Mika.
Mika.
A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart. As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Oh, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay?
Aw,
Maybe we
these
should return,
two.
lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
One moment, y'all. I'm replying to something on Discord. Okay, we're good. I'm all over the place tonight. I just wonder what the point of this is. I guess it's just supposed to be a cute little interaction between Xingqiu, Noelle, and Mika. It just feels kind of random. Like, why are we having this? Unless Noelle... Oh my god, this girl set up a tent.
But you're back. Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
Sure.
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity. Noelle, Your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do, finding inspiration.
Miss Wihtout said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Cor Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the Gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Oh, the lady? She's here? Hello? What happened? Oh, I wonder if that lady's much more important than we thought she was gonna be. I wonder if she's trying to get a message out to somebody, actually. Or is she the ghost? You know, they're very intentional with event stories in Genshin, especially with NPCs.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes.
Sure.
Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Caliroe.
So, Miss Caliroe, are you from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area.
That's
and
not
just
a French
happened to see
name,
there was
but
a
okay.
poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels.
Amazing. So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
I'd personally like to hear Miss Caliroe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something.
Well, if you're all in agreement,
I've got no reason not to join you.
Yeah. I just really wonder if this actually might be our person.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
We're back!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone catch
We
your
went to
breath.
the other side
Come
of the
on, deep
country.
breaths. 1,
Or region.
2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
Since when did you get tired from flying?
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Huh. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more.
Yeah.
Huh? You guys
Title.
picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed. This is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements.
Oh yeah, we got a special reinforcement. Let's give it everything. Wait, where is he? Huh? Wait, I'll call him up. Let me do it. No. Oh, he's sitting on the cliff.
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're
he's
still
so afraid
waiting
of
on
his
my
karma.
co-host.
Is Wihtout gonna
They
drag him?
say
Oh, he
roosters
probably
call
doesn't
at
want to be
first
down here
light,
mostly because of
and finches
Wihtout.
go to bed at night. But Director Whoutout's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
But what about Xiao?
Are the theatrics really
I
necessary?
think Xiao will actually answer
We're
my
already
calls
on
better.
day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Is it Xiao?
Director whose manner
Zhang
is as
Li, old
exuberant as ever.
man.
It always makes
It's
quite an
the old
impression.
man himself. It's Jari's favorite.
Oh,
But if only
boy.
Jari was
Now
here. I
this
miss
is a
Jari.
surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
He's
Yes,
super
He's held in
important.
very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhang Li, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director
Oh
exaggerates.
god, he's
I
gonna
am but
rant. He's
vaguely
gonna rant
acquainted
about
with a few
poetry
lines of classical
forever.
poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting me too?
Sure. I love how I'm always like, yeah. Join us.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we
Why
should
can't we
rename
have
this event
someone
to the
actually
Three
from Fontaine,
Nations
like a
Congenial
playable
Poetry
character? Why
Gala.
can't we have...
Also, I'm just noticing
Well, I guess
that
Navia
Paimon should
technically
only
hasn't
count
been
as a
added to the
half
game yet. I was like,
teammate at
Navia,
most.
or we could have Charlotte,
That
but
kinda
Charlotte
puts
technically hasn't
Team
been added to the
Traveler
game
at
yet
a bit
either.
of a
They've done it
disadvantage.
before though. They've
Well, how
done
about this?
events
I'll
for
join
4-star
in as
characters
well.
before they were added to the
Director
game, like
Whoutout, here to
Kaveh.
help out in your
I think
hour
Kaveh
of
got...
greatest
Yeah,
need.
Kaveh was like that.
What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
Aw.
No need for that. The teams are
Tally,
just a
keep
formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur,
I don't
Director.
trust him at all.
Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient.
What
The
is he
weather was
talking
terrible that
about?
day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a
gosh.
Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
His foes rage like great waters.
Couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair.
Sure they do.
The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene. The other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky.
You got
All right,
more
then.
than lucky.
I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse. Spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures
These
the
two
image
are
of one with
rivals, by the
lofty
way.
aspirations,
They're very
whose
much
life is
rivals.
limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects, truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
I'd like to start the next couplet.
Up into the
Okay.
misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet?
Did you?
No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, It made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
Got it.
North beyond the Starfell
Ether?
Lake. South across the windswept plains. Just for berries squeezed and mint infused.
Oh, his
No
origins
wonder
in
everyone praises the
Mondstadt.
traveler so highly. You
Oh,
answered
Zach
so
Aguilar's
quickly.
getting paid
Both
finally.
halves of this couplet require intimate
I'm
knowledge of the
joking.
terrain
It's
in
just
question,
because
and
it's
the
so.
local
I
plants
remember.
that
I
may be
remember him
found
tweeting
there.
actually that
The two of you are
he
clearly
got paid
both
to
seasoned
voice a
travelers.
line for this event.
Does this mean I helped? Meowsa!
He did it. Sure, you did.
Hey now,
Thanks,
Zhongli.
Toyota.
Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone.
You're being
After
too
all,
friendly, old man.
I'm here to take the heat.
Then allow me to try another. Genshin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Oh.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Genshin?
No, she's talking about like.
This is a hard one to match.
The Shin part of Genshin means heart, but the flower itself has no heart. I've got it. Are we gonna talk about Xiao? Are we gonna talk
Sweet
about our
dream
Xiao?
is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream.
Are you talking about
that
Xiao?
really match?
Since
What
the
are you
suitability of the
thinking?
match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Genshin?
Sweet dream. Wait, aren't we thinking of Sweet Madame?
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you
Why did we
sleep
look
well,
at Xiao
right?
while we were
Oh,
talking
you're
about that?
amazing.
Actually, we sleep peacefully at night as because Xiao's there to protect us. What in the Xiao there has happening here? He was smiling. Wait a minute. I know what
Then
you
I
are.
agree.
I know
The
what
two
you,
halves
who
of the
you
couplet
are.
match.
I know exactly what
This
you are.
point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge
Points
gives
for
out
thee.
points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Wihtout? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice. Decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah,
So
blah, 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 blah.
verbose.
Me too.
Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lot. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
What? What are you talking about, girl?
So that's a pedant's couplet. Paimon thinks she can do that too. I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny.
Baron Bunny?
Oh,
What?
that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Huh?
What are you talking
That's
about?
the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh,
Dumpty Dumpty.
this Mondstadter's got talent.
I'm so relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one! Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it.
Why don't you try, Paimon?
Do you really think Paimon has what it takes?
Time to get pedantic.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm.
Good job.
What? Really?
Sure.
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Whatever Wihtout said.
Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
In high spirits, the laughter and couplets continue late into the night. As the host declares the day's events over, the crowd reluctantly disperses.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Miss Kelly Ray,
Rose?
are you okay?
What's
You
wrong?
look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask.
What's wrong?
Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I've never heard of that.
I haven't actually read it.
Yeah.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh,
What?
yes. The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy.
Is she a
And so-
fairy? I just realized. In this lighting, her eyes glowed. I don't know if y'all saw.
Diana's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
Her eyes
In the
glow
end, the spring
like the
fairy
Hydra
left the boy
Eidolons do.
and was never heard from again.
She has to
yes,
be a
that's
Hydra
it.
Eidolon.
Many years
Or
went
maybe,
by, and the boy became
since
an
they're
old
calling
man.
her a fairy,
But he never
she's an
stopped believing that the
Oceanid.
fairy was real and not just a dream.
What if it's an Oceanid? What if she's an
Sounds
Oceanid?
like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
It's you!
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end
I
of the
mean,
story?
as long as it's not too late.
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets? Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
Yeah,
I
this
see.
is so romantic since we talked about
Oh.
Ether and Shout
Looks like
together.
the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
I know a
The
couplet. It's
hosting
Ether and
told
Shout.
Board, if you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Do we have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow, and there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels? Or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poems and bid you all good night. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Y'all, part 2 was so long. Holy cow. Like, sheesh, man, it was so long. Like, I was in shock by how long it was. I just wonder where the story is going. I think I know where it's going. I don't want to know where it's going, but I think I have a really good idea of where this is gonna go. The fallen leaves float away, carrying with them stories of the past, while the protagonists of the fairy tale rekindle feelings from a distant past. I really think I know where this is going, and I'm gonna be honest, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. I know this is the first like voiced flagship event with playable characters we've had since the summer event, but I have words to say after we finish the story about how I feel about it so far.
Morning, friends. Singcho said he wants to take some time and focus on writing poems, so he'll join us later.
Noelle has other duties today, so she asked me to tell everyone not to wait up for her.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. What about Kelly Roy, though? She said she'd be here. I got here really early, but I haven't seen her yet.
Are you talking about the girl with the blue hair? I saw her on the bridge near Dihua Marsh during my morning training. She looked a little upset, so I didn't want to disturb her.
Upset? Oh no, what should we do? Was it something we said last night? Oh, Paimon's worried.
We should go find her.
I agree. If she's run into some kind of trouble, I'd like to help her.
Huh? You're all going? Then I'm coming too.
Shall we start with the bridge? We're all here a little early, so there should be time.
Good idea. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Heart of the Deep. Oh, Xiao, hello. What character did Fontaine am I voicing? No, this is a voiced event, Prophet. This is a fully voiced event. The story has been super simple so far. We are having a merging between Liyue and Mondstadt in a lovely little event about poetry. And, Xiao is being edgy somewhere and doesn't want to show up. Oh, I'm sorry. And, we found poetry in the water. It sounded like some lost lover nonsense. I don't know. And, a lady who suspiciously looks like the hydro idolin people we saw back in the summer event, who turned out to be oceanids. She was like, "How do you think of this fairy tale of a water fairy falling in love with someone, or no, a guy falling in love with a water fairy, but then they never met after years for years now." Basically, I know exactly where this event is going, and I'm not that impressed. Maybe that's me being a little jaded, but we will see. Luckily, I heard part 3 is super quick, so we're not going to be here for much longer.
We ran into her here yesterday too. She looked like something was weighing on her mind then as well.
It's also not far from where we were dropping those leaves.
Huh? Leaves?
Oh, right. We were so busy matching couplets we forgot to mention.
You tell everyone about your inspiration walk yesterday.
Interesting. I wonder, could Miss Callie Roy have been the one who wrote that poem on the leaf?
What makes you say that?
Oh, sorry. Nothing. Well, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, I guess. It's just, that poem on the leaf kinda gave me the same feeling as when I saw her yesterday. So much sadness.
Now that you mention it, this is upstream from where we found the poem.
Huh? Hey, look! Over there! Another leaf! Wow, you're right! And this one has writing on it too! After that leaf!
After that leaf! So, yeah, that's how the poetry people are, communicating with each other, is through that, through leaves in the water. Yeah, that's Mika. I don't have him. He's one of the few 4 stars I don't have it. Oh no, I do have Mika. Just kidding. But yeah, this is Mika. He is a 4-star. He's supposed to be in the same expedition. He's supposed to be in the expedition company, but he came back to Mondstadt, because Varka was basically like, you're gonna go back to Mondstadt. He's been in Mondstadt for a while. Oh, you have him? Wait, hello? Oh, that's not who I wanted to talk to. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Why am I going to the water? I didn't realize I had Mika. I'm such a clown. I am such a clown. I need to boost up my gain if I'm gonna be far away from my mic. I'm maxing it out. I'm sorry. It's just, if I'm gonna be far away, then I'm gonna boost the gain. Wait, catch that leaf, but don't drown. Don't drown. Where's the leaf?
Time to go.
Time to go.
Can't you just fly over and grab it?
I wish.
Paimon can't swim! What if Paimon accidentally falls into the water?
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so awful. Paimon, you can fly! Literally, Prophet, you're so right. Paimon could just fly over the water and get it. I don't understand. She already was in the water as a fish. I'm so proud of myself. I just look at all these leeway puzzles I completed and I'm just like, wow, I did that.
Wow!
Get that note! Give me those horse tails.
We finally caught it.
Phew.
Are the words still legible, or have they been washed out?
Looks like the ink's intact. Let Paimon take a look at what it says.
Desire remains, but the time is past. The boy by the spring grows frail too fast, but when dreams flow to fruition. Something, something, something. Where streams join to the sea, will journey on in endless words. I have no idea. Anyway, this is basically a continuation of that book. The one, lady who I'm pretty sure is an Oceanid told us about. Why can't I return? Controller? Is my controller ever gonna... There we go.
This is related to the poem we wrote in reply yesterday. She must have picked up one of our leaves. Spring. Young boy. It's looking a lot like Callie Roy was the one who wrote this. She seems to care a lot about that story, huh? Actually, when Paimon first saw her, Paimon was wondering, do you think... is it possible that she's,
Da, 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 da. Someone pinged me. Oh, Arc.
Based on the current and accounting for wind strength, everyone, please follow me.
Wait, who are we following? One moment I'm replying to people. I'm always like that. Is Unique ever gonna stop replying to people? Never. Never, ever, ever. I'm so sorry. This is why. This is, you know, this is probably why I have a reputation.
You wish to hear.
I have a reputation of replying to people immediately, and I think people are getting too used to that. I always reply to stuff like pretty much in a matter of minutes, and if you don't hear from me in a matter of minutes, then you're not gonna hear from me for hours.
This should be far enough upstream. Let's split up and search the area.
Kelly Rowan! Kelly Rowan!
Where did that lady go? Wait, she's under attack. Oh my god, girl. Don't look at my Xiao's HP.
Surrounded by healing churros! Let's go save her!
Save her!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Useless. Useless.
What? There's more of you? Oh my god.
Quake! Order guide you.
Bonk!
One with nature, one with wind,
With wind and cloud.
The wind knows me.
Did we win? Oh, we helped her. See, we're fine.
Kelly Rowan, are you okay? What's that?
Prophet!
It's a huge water droplet.
This is exactly what I saw the other day.
I'm screaming, Prophet. I want you to know I'm infuriated by... You know exactly what you did. So, is Callie Roe...
Huh? Why are you all looking at me like that?
Is she a...
Oh no! My body... Is it...
You're melting! You're a Hydra Eidolon! I knew it!
Kelly Roy's.
She's a Hydra Eidolon.
How did this happen? Please wait a moment.
The water droplet turns back into Callie Roe's human form.
No. Did I use up too much energy?
How did you... What's going on here? Miss Callie Roe, are you some kind of adeptus?
She's a Hydra Eidolon.
I'm so sorry for deceiving you all for so long.
Wait, you're an Oceanid?
I'm an Oceanid who flowed here from Fontaine long ago.
What's an Oceanid?
I hate the way they pronounce this, by the way. I really hate the way they pronounce
of the former Hydro Archon. They all fled Fontaine after the Archon died, and
yeah, they didn't like the new
settled across
Archon.
the
They were
world.
like, "We don't like you,
That's
girl," and they
correct.
hauled ass out of there.
To tell you the truth, I can't even completely recall how I found myself here.
I dislike.
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
don't
vague
like the way they're
impression of
pronouncing
my
it at
ancestral
all.
Home, but I can't recall clearly
It's
anything I saw on my
Oceanid.
journey.
It's supposed to be where they
All
stop
I
the
know is
ocean.
that by the time I arrived in Mondstadt, I had lost most of my power and
Do you
couldn't
happen to
even
know
sustain a
Rodon,
physical
by the
form.
way?
Eventually,
I forgot her name. I think it's
settled
not
in a place
Rodon. I think I'm
called
thinking of the
Springvale,
Elden Ring
where I
character.
slowly began to regain my power. Springvale is a serene and beautiful place.
Rodea is her
The
name.
water that
Rodea. Do you happen
flows
to know
through there is
Rodea?
clear and pure, just like the hearts of the people who dwell there.
Isn't that why Rodea settled here as well?
So you're the spring fairy of Springvale?
Yes, Diona, and I remember you too, you know.
Aw.
When you were little, you
Wait,
often
you
came to the
spoke with
spring
her?
at night to speak with me.
Really?
What?
You're not messing with me, are ya?
I always thought that was just a local legend.
No, she's
Your
real.
favorite little pillow, the fish one, its name is Bubbles,
A
is it not?
fish pillow.
Yup! All those childhood memories. So they weren't just a dream.
Of course they weren't.
If this is true, then all those things written on the leaves.
The boy by the spring grows old and
I see.
frail.
So you were the ones who found my leaf.
He might be dead,
Well,
actually.
You are correct.
I
The
actually
spring
think he's
fairy and
dead.
Heart of Clear Springs is me.
No wonder you were asking us so many questions about it. So, the boy from the story...
Is
Is
dead.
Finch.
Oh.
I always loved listening to people's
Who?
dreams, and still do to this day. Whether they're beautiful, sad, or filled
Wait,
with emotions
who's
I couldn't
Finch?
understand at the time. One night, a little boy came to the spring. The tears that fell
Is it
from
bad
his
I don't
face
remember
were
who
more
he is?
fragile than a moonbeam and purer than the morning dew. I like humans and wanted to understand them better. I also wanted to make sense of the feelings contained in his tears that were then a mystery to me.
And so you became
Yes.
friends.
We often met under the stars, sharing our stories with one another. Sometimes we'd stay up all night and see who would hear the first bird chirping from the boughs or the first cicada of summer.
Aw, that sounds lovely.
But one day, just like the book says, I saw an emotion in Finch's eyes that I couldn't reciprocate. I
So who
felt
wrote that book?
out of
Did
my
Finch write
depth,
it?
In uncharted waters.
I just feel like I think
But
Finch
I
could
knew
have.
all too well
I definitely
that we
think Finch
rock
wrote
folk
that
face
book.
a very different fate from that of humans. Whatever was happening, I didn't want it to lead to Finch writing a chapter of his life that he would later come to regret. So, I fled and never appeared before him again.
Oh, Caliroe.
My strength returns very slowly, and even after decades, I can only sustain a physical form for a very short time. I once hoped that Finch would be able to move on and meet me when the stars in the night sky have all gone out. But after seeing so many people's stories and hearing about all their dreams, I have gradually come to understand.
Reminds me of
Finch's
Zero
heart.
from Final Fantasy
This feeling of
XIV.
wanting to respond to his feelings is surging relentlessly in my chest, and I can no longer restrain it. But I'm also scared. Scared that if I go and see him now, I'll bring nothing but disappointment and even more pain when it comes time to part.
Oh.
It really is a difficult choice.
Please go see him.
Huh?
I
Well,
know
is
Grandpa
it-
Finch, and he's a really kind person.
Okay, so he's still alive at least.
When I was struggling to learn how to draw maps, he was always encouraging.
I'm trying to, y'all. I'm gonna
telling
be.
me
I feel
not to
so
give
bad.
up.
I don't remember who
Always keep
Finch is
trying
at all.
and get out there and have some adventures. He often tells me stories about his past, but I've never once seen a look of regret or sadness in his face. And even though Grandpa Finch loves adventures, he still stands there by the spring every day, as if he's waiting for something. I believe that he's serious about his feelings for you, Miss Caliroe. He's never stopped hoping that he'll see you again one day. So if you want to see him too, then what are you waiting for?
Wow, Mika, that was great.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
He's all
I
embarrassed
think I got
now.
a bit too excited and I just thought, well, it just sort of came out.
It's the power of love.
I understand. That settles it. I've decided. I
She's
will
gonna go
back
see
and
Finch.
You will? Amazing! That's great!
But I'd like to ask all of you for some help.
Sure.
Okay.
Just say the word. We'll help you any way we can.
Would you come to Springvale with me and help to bring Finch to my side? I cannot maintain this form for much longer, and
Oh,
I'm worried others will see me how I was just before.
like an Oceanid?
Leave it to me. I'm really close with Grandpa Finch.
Also,
Who
please
is
keep Finch's
Grandpa?
in my secret. I wouldn't want Springvale's tranquil waters to become agitated on account of all this.
Don't
Your
worry.
secret is safe with me.
I won't tell anyone. That's a promise.
Great. I can't thank you all enough.
What's wrong?
She's running out of
Turn back
energy.
into a water droplet?
No, I'm sorry. It's just that my mind's racing. As much as I want to talk to him again, I'm still worried that I won't have the words when the time comes.
Write him a poem.
Poem?
Yeah, that's the whole point of this event, girl.
Okay, good idea. I'll write him a poem. And it will be called Heart of Clear Springs.
Go to Springdale. I am ready. I have a feeling they're gonna show us a really pretty animated cutscene here, and that's my favorite part of the event. That's my favorite part, is when they show the pretty animated cutscenes. It shows off what Genshin does best, and that is art. Art and music. Oh, she's getting exhausted.
Are you okay?
It's nothing. I'm just scared that I won't be able to maintain this form much longer.
Okay, don't panic. Wait here, Caliroe. I'll go fetch Grandpa Finch.
Take it slow, Diona. Finch isn't a young man anymore. He's not as steady on his feet.
He's old.
I can still hold on a bit longer.
Okay, stay strong. You can do it.
Where are you, old man? Oh god, she's going through
How
it.
are you holding up? Would you like some support, Miss Caliroe?
What can he do? What can you do to help her? Oh, that's what you meant by support.
Thank you, all of you.
Chongyun, did you say anything?
How are you holding?
That's so
Thank you.
funny. Chongyun has no lines here. Where are you, old man? I don't remember who he is. Also, I'm gonna go talk to Diona's dad because I actually need... Oh no, he's not even awake, is he? Ugh. Because I was gonna go to the meat shop and buy stuff from him, but I forgot. He literally is not even around at nighttime because he's stinky. No wonder Diona be bashing him all the time.
Grandpa Finch!
I was going to say, too bad none of you have the hydro power, but I do. Yeah, I'm a hydro vision owner.
You're back early today.
But I don't think having a hydro vision would
Today's your
help.
special day, Grandpa Finch. Can you come with me?
Oh? Well, where are we going?
We're meeting the love of your life.
To the waterfall.
Did you catch a nice little fishy?
Just come with me already. This is extremely important.
But I promised your father that I'd go to...
Wait, that's...
Finch.
I like it. That's so funny that her father's in the background as we're talking.
Right. No
That's her
need to
father
get
in the back,
worked
by the
up.
way.
I'm
The
right
cat man?
behind
That's
you.
Diona's dad.
That's more like it. Now come on. I'll help you.
Draft's daughter is just like him when she's on a mission.
I think I'm misunderstanding. Is Finch actually Diona's grandfather? I think he actually is. I thought she was just calling him grandpa because of, like,
Over
you
here.
know, addressing an
here.
old man.
It's okay, Grandpa Finch. Take your time.
What's all this? What are all these people doing here? Even Mika's here? How's work been going lately?
He's been put on
And
vacation
even some
for a
friends
while.
from abroad,
He's stuck
if
in
I'm
Mondstadt
not
for
mistaken.
indefinitely.
You do know that today's not my birthday, don't you?
Greetings, Mr. Finch. My name is Chongyun. We all met at the poetry gala, and... well, there's someone we'd like to introduce you to.
You mean reintroduce? It's her.
That voice. Caliroe.
I didn't think you'd still remember.
Yeah, I think it's just a title too, actually. I think it's not actually Diona's granddad.
I remember. I remember all right. How could I ever forget? Although your
Look,
appearance
forehead
is
wrinkles means
different than
old.
I
That's why we
recall.
skincare.
Back then, you looked like you'd stepped right out of a fairy tale. But
It's probably
I'm
been
one
like
to
70
talk.
years or 60
Of
years
course
since
a
these two have
fairy
seen
from
each
a
other.
Fairy tale can change forms, but in your eyes, I'm probably the one who's changed beyond all recognition.
Oh, even after all these years, you still know just
I don't know
what
if
to
that
say
was
to make me
necessarily
laugh.
funny, but
I thought you were only able to appear in the dead of night.
it is literally the dead of
There
night
have
right
been
now, old
times
man.
when
It is
I've
dark out.
wondered whether it really was all a dream.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long, Finch.
Oh, it can't have been that long. It's been but the blink of an eye, really.
Finch, would you like to hear a poem I wrote for you?
A poem? You write poetry now?
Oh,
Well, of
poetry.
course. I'd be delighted to listen. I'll hang on every word that leaves your lips.
That line delivery was very sussy.
In that case, let me read you a story about the Spring Fairy.
Oh, y'all, it's a cutscene. Oh, it's Springvale's theme. I love this. It's an
Far from my
oceanid.
native land I roamed. In streams I slept, many seasons I met
That's
as the
Sumeru.
sun set and rose.
That was Sumeru she just swam
I searched
past.
for a garden to call a home.
And that's Liyue
And the
Harbor.
moonlight ebbed as the water flowed.
And that's Wangshuin.
A soft breeze beckoned me
And
unto
that's
a spring.
Springvale.
Sleep, weary wanderer, your journey is over. May the dancing petals sweeten your slumber. At dawn, I hummed the melody of a distant stream, and the songs in the night serenaded my dreams.
This art is so beautiful, man. Like, I'm just in shock of
Boy's
this what they
tender
do.
tears trembled through the water, stirring me more than any starlight sonata. He wove me a wreath from past petals and future buds. I crossed beyond the veil of dreams to the realm of flesh and blood. Look at the love that shines from his eager gaze. Answer the call of his heart, lest this moment go to waste. The kittens
was
and fireflies
little.
invited my heartstrings to sing, but I was a stranger to the melody of mankind.
I'm absolutely
and knew
just
not
in
how
awe
this
of the
tune
art,
should begin.
man.
As the river of dreams
Like, look
trickled
at the
into
sky
the ocean
background
blue,
there, too.
every time a crystal fly flapped its wings, older it seemed.
Is that
he grew.
Giraffe? Oh my gosh, not
I
Giraffe.
learned to fathom human ways each
And
stumbling
Diona?
step I
Oh, he got
took.
older and
And
older.
clouds of confusion became crystal clear in the vulnerable verse I wrote. As seed yearns for soil and trees for the sun, a once foreign melody inside my heart sung.
I'm
And it
enjoying this
cried out
rhyming,
your
by the
name
way.
on every string it could strum. Now I give my dream to you. May it be in your slumber a sweet spring to quench your thirst. Now I hand my heart to you, praying my belated promise might meet, still with your trust.
I hope that's not actually her heart. Wait a minute. She transformed.
Yes. This is how I remember you from when we first
I
met.
really like the oceanid cloak. I kind of want it,
All those years
actually.
ago. It really has been a long, old time, hasn't it?
Finch,
It's okay. I understand. Your poem, it explains everything.
Aw.
Thank you, Finch. Please, take this.
Wait, is that...
It's
Wait, no,
so
yeah, it's just like the
beautiful.
scene. Is that actually
This
her
is a
heart?
droplet
Or...
of water condensed from my
What
own
is that?
power.
Well, what's so special about it?
I don't have a physical form like humans, and I can't stay by your side. I don't know how long it'll be before I can change back into human form again. But as long as this droplet remains with you,
Oh, it is her heart. I was like, is that her heart or something?
no matter the distance between us,
It's not her actual heart, but you get what I mean.
will always be one with the spring. From this day onwards, if you call me, I will meet you in your dreams.
The true heart of Clear Springs.
It's so romantic.
Yeah, and it, you know, it's such a coincidence that the Traveler and Xiao got to talk to each other during this event too. Look, like, I'm trying to understand what it actually is, Prophet. Like, what if it was her heart? What if she was about to, like, spit out into a bunch of bubbles in front of us because she gave away her heart to an old man? I guess she technically is about to do that, though. She's about to dunk herself into the water in a couple minutes here.
You've really learned a lot, haven't you? And you don't even mind that the kids are watching.
Does it bother you?
How could it possibly? This is the happiest moment of my life. I just worry that once I go to sleep, I won't ever want to wake up again.
Don't die yet, old man. Don't die yet, old man.
I'm
Oh my
only
God.
joking. It seems that you still have much to learn.
Is that right?
Grandpa Finch and Kelly Rowie look so
I love these little moments, by the way. They started doing this during the event.
perfect moment.
But yeah, what was I babbling on about? Oh, I like that they keep letting the characters put in their thoughts in the middle of the event. Like, it's not them actually saying their thoughts out loud, but it's just them thinking. And I like that because people speaking their thoughts out loud in the previous events was kind of obnoxious.
I used to chat with you a lot. Wasn't it ever annoying?
Of course not. You are one of the truest friends I have in the entire world. That's why I gave you your gift, so that a part of me could always be with you.
Her ability to make... Is this her ability to how to make good drinks?
So is Diona's ability to mix delicious drinks from disgusting
It's a
ingredients
blessing?
a blessing from this water spirit? And
Bruh.
if so, is it also possible that my pure yang spirit is a gift from some being?
It is a lot of cryovisions around us. Wait, what's wrong?
My physical form is about to disappear.
Then dunk yourself in the water, girl. It's time.
Yes?
I've never regretted meeting you, or deciding
Aw.
to talk to you that night.
Chongyun is not weird. Okay, maybe he is just weird. Maybe actually you might be right. Chongyun might actually just be
For a
weird.
single moment.
It probably goes without saying, but neither have I.
Although it was different from in the stories. That fateful night, I never gave you that kiss. This gift that represents my promise and my love.
Oh my god. An Oceanid? What in the Avatar is happening here? Diona, shut your eyes. Everybody shut your eyes. This moment's like this, only polite to close your eyes.
It's okay, everyone.
This is so Genshin.
She's gone now.
What? But Paimon didn't get a chance
It's just gonna be very, very wet.
Grandpa Finch.
Don't worry now. She hasn't gone far. Just like she said, she'll always be one with the spring. By
That's
our
the second
side
Oceanid we
and
met here in
in
Mondstadt.
our dreams.
Return to the event venue. Oh god, we gotta talk to Venti. Oh, I already know this is about to be a circus show. But I think we're almost done, gamers, which is exciting to me.
Yeah.
Oh? Hey, you're all back! And it looks like you're in much better spirits than before.
Yeah.
Wihtout's a step ahead. She's already talking about printing a
Is
poetry
Xiao gonna
anthology.
show up here for me?
She said she
No?
can't
Fine.
wait for everyone's final words because I'm itching to pull the trigger. By which I assume she meant she eagerly anticipates receiving everyone's freestyle poetry submissions to help her close the deal.
Where have you all been? I've been waiting here forever.
Perhaps they lacked sufficient inspiration and wished to have an emergency communion with nature. And with any luck, I'll bet they heard some fine poetry along the way.
Yeah.
Deaf Bard! Does this mean that
Tone
right
Deaf
from the start
Bard. We promised.
right from the start, you said you would treat us to a nice meal.
Huh? Did I?
I think this is worth a meal.
Very well. Since the traveler agrees, then it looks like I can't escape this time.
Xingqiu was chilling here. He was fine. He was just chilling here.
Dear Diona, could I trouble you to fix us a couple of your delicious beverages?
Oh no.
You wish. All right. Well, normally I'd never agree, but since I happen to be in a good mood today...
A good mood?
Huh? So, just what have you guys been up to all this time?
Xingqiu don't even know what's going
there are some unspoken words hanging in the air here that everyone is privy to.
Don't worry about it. It's a lot.
Really? It must be the breeze. You're reading way too much into it.
Are we trying to pretend nothing happened?
Yeah, that's right. We're just,
nothing at all happened.
Taking a walk. Inspiration walk, since it worked so well last time.
So even Mika's in on it? Chongyu,
Xingqiu's reading
how
through
about you
all
tell
us.
me what happened on the sly? I've just remembered that I heard about a haunted house recently that you'll definitely want to check out.
Not Xingqiu trying to scam Chongyun
I'm
again.
willing to bet that even your pure Yang spirit won't be able to scare off these demons.
This is already much of a horror house as it is
I appreciate
already.
the gesture, but no thanks. Not this time. And I'm starting to think that maybe this pure Yang spirit isn't such a bad thing after all.
You radiate positivity.
What the? What's gotten into you?
A lot
Okay,
happens.
that confirms
a lot
I call
happened.
shenanigans. Something big definitely went down here.
Xingqiu, treat Chongyun better, of course. Please. Oh my god, we did it. We finished the Waterborne poetry event, and I'm gonna be honest. I think this is one of the most mid events we have ever gotten for a very, very long time. Like, I think it was fine. Seeing the characters interact was okay. I was hoping to see more Xiao. I was hoping to see more Wihtout. I was hoping to see more Zhongli. But this event was short, which I like. I like that it was short, but also the time they allotted was not good. I don't know. It felt really mid. Like, it wasn't bad, but considering that this is the first voiced event featuring the cast, or you know, some of the cast, with a scenario, because 4.0 didn't have one. 4.0 had some random other event that wasn't even voiced. But the last time we saw something like this was back in July in 3.8 with the summer event, and that was good. That was good. But this was less good. It was honestly fine. And you know, I was a bit suspicious because I saw a little bit of murmurs on TikTok about people being yelling about Xiao. But I didn't see much else about this event, and I was like, wow. I'm not seeing much that people talk about this event other than, you know, Xiao's little cameos here and there, and I can see why. I can see why TikTok was not hyped about this event as I was expecting. The summer event is big, but if we go back to 3.7, even before the summer event, I believe that was the event with Kaveh. And that was a good event. That was good. It was not big. I don't know. I hope whatever they have planned for 4.2 as their flagship event. What are we supposed to be getting? It actually 4.2 might be the Albedo event. We might get an Albedo event in 4.2, which means that it'll automatically be better than whatever the heck happened this event. Again, the story wasn't bad. It was fine. It was fine. That's all I have to say. It was fine. And you know what story is going to be really, really good? Ricely's story quest. When he gets released tomorrow, I will be rolling for him, and then we will be doing Ricely's story quest immediately. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end here. That was just my thoughts. I was not very interested in the story as I was expecting to be. It was fine. I was excited to see the Mondstadt and Liyue cast together again, but it just, I don't know. It just wasn't what I was expected, but not in a necessarily good way of saying that. I don't even think the cast is around for me to talk to them. I'm like running around looking for them, but I don't see them anywhere. I mean, I guess I could go back to that one place. I could go back to Springvale and try to look for them. But yeah, this event story was just, as the kiddos say, mid, very mid. And it was made very obvious to me the moment that I saw that TikTok was not even hyped about this event much. Okay, I'm starting to repeat myself.